Like it on my room, yo. Hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Rings in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We callin' plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, be talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they willin'. Braves in the home and we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we leading the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like it on my room, yo. Hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Rings in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We callin' plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, be talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they willin'. Braves in the home and we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we leading the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons running back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
Star slip bought the South. Watch
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz lit. This
Okay.
Day Kings back to back like a boss 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong.
Yeah.
Boys like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit.
What?
Made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports to get torn apart. Home team.
Yeah.
Team.
Let go.
Fans got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. Eight-time legend, I debate with the best. Come weak with the takes, get late to rest. Home team.
And ain't no motherfucking joking neither, nigga.
Home team.
I mean business. The Atlanta Falcons mean business. Are the Atlanta Falcons built for success? Are they built to win? Are they the best in the South? We gon' find out. Yeah!
Speak about the South, what you tone. Mercedes-Benz lit, this the Falcons throne. You gay games, back to bad like a boss. Sub on, try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting boss like a Brady gets. Every fast straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATM ain't me, this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports, so you're torn apart.
What? What? Yeah! Yeah! What? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a Fan Speak Mornings with me, your host, Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for joining the home team. Hey, the Atlanta Falcons is the topic of discussion. Do they have the team to beat in the NFC South? Are they the team to beat in the South? Before the draft, we had positions of need. Post-draft, a lot of people think we've covered those needs. Some may even say we've overcompensated for some of those needs. Are there needs that still need to be met? What say you, fan base? What say you, Falcons fans? Do you think that the Atlanta Falcons are the team to beat in the South? Are they the best in the South? Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the NFC South for what is it? 4 straight seasons now? 4 or 5 straight years? Baker Mayfield still got a dynamic Mike Evans. They still, for the moment, have Chris Godwin. They went and got another good receiver in the draft. They also have a backfield that looks like it is determined to be one of the best in football. A young nucleus backfield. Oh, no. Is Tampa still the best team in the South? Are they still the team to beat? Does it matter if on paper they may not look like the team to beat, but because of past accolades, winning the NFC South for the better part of a decade now, are they the team to reckon with in the South? Let's see who we got in the building. A130 Selm Sauce in the house. A1 Sauce. I'm so balls. What's up with your A130 Selm Sauce? Shout out to the home team band. Travis Porter. Shout out to them, man. Who else we got in the house? Prince Kel 89 in the building. What's going on with you, Prince Kel 89? Who else we got in the house? D. Sloan in the house. He say, home team. What's up, home team? We got us a defense. I see we are going to be a top 15 defense. That's not far-fetched at all, D. Sloan. In 2024, the Atlanta Falcons were middle of the pack in passing yards allowed and run yards allowed. We just gave up a whole lot of points because we gave up a lot of short fields because we was also one of the highest turnover teams in football. So we gave a lot of short fields, and teams was able to get to put up at least 3 on us on a consistent basis throughout games. We once again we don't play bad in the second half. In 2023 was the best defense in the second half of football in 2023. Come back 2024, we still don't play that bad in the second half of football games. And we're 15th and 16th when it comes to pass yards allowed and rush yards allowed. But we just couldn't keep teams from scoring points, mainly due to the short fields from turnovers. So that's not far-fetched at all, D. Sloan, to say that we'll be a top 15 defense, because if you think about it, if we only give up about 3 points less than what we gave up last year, we're a top 15 defense in 2025. Dare I say, D. Sloan, we could be teetering more around top 12, 10 defense. It's supposed to get better after a draft like ours, right? Right. Got Christy Lewis in the house. What's going on with one of the ladybirds of Atlanta Falcon Nation, Christy Lewis, one of the loyal compadres to the channel? Appreciate you for coming through, Chris. She said, what in the home team is going on around here? I'm going to tell you what's going on, Christy. Your boy Blakberry is determined to get these wheels back turning in the content creating work. I'm determined to get the wheels back turning. I'm determined to get the following back up, the viewing back up. So when I'm out here sitting still for a little while, I'm gonna be posting videos. I'm gonna be posting shorts. I'm gonna be posting posts. I'm gonna be doing all kind of foolishness out here on the block when I'm out here on the block. Cause y'all know when I get home, the wife and the kids, they pretty much tell me shut all that shit down. So when I'm out here on the block, I'm gonna be getting it in. We're gonna be pushing out some content, and we're gonna be giving loyal compadres and compadres like yourself, Christy. We're gonna be giving y'all the goods out here. Appreciate you for coming through, Chris. That's one of the loyal compadres in the house. She also said, I need for the media to stay quiet and negative about the Dirty Birds. We are best as unexpected and underdogs. That's what a lot of people feel that way, Christian. A lot of people feel that way. What's up with you, Larry? We got Larry in the house. It's just Larry. That is it, and that is all. Just Larry. Let's see who else we got in the building. Hold on, let me bag up to the door before I see who else in the building. We're going to bag up to the dock. We're going to bump the dock. And we're going to get these last few little pellets off. And guess where I am, home team? I'm in the great city of Athens, Georgia. That's where I am. Delivering to one of the oldest fucking Krogers in the world. This might have been one of the first Krogers that didn't have the cherry pickle dock. And anybody that do trucking, you know them cherry pickle docks. That at least that's what it is. They look like it's a dock that looks like a cherry picker. You guys should have got to get on it, lift yourself up, get it level with the trailer. Then you got to go on there with a hand jack or an electric jack, and you got to pull off. You got to pull the pallets off and put the pallets onto the lift with you and lower yourself down to get the pallets off the trailer. This might have been one of the first stores that they started building without those docks. That's how old this damn store is. That's how old this store is in Athens. Now they got another one in Athens, in College Station, where most of the students are. They got another one in College Station that's probably older than this one. They just closed that one down because they built a brand new one up right next door to it. So congratulations to the student body of the University of Georgia on getting a brand new Kroger in their community. But this one on Alps Road is still a piece of shit. Like I say, one of the oldest. All right, what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But hope y'all just heard everything I said. For some reason, my screen was on something else. All right, so who else we got in the house? Prince Kelly, there he go. He said, scared money don't make no money. Let's go. We got liquor with Lenore in the house. What's up with your liquor with Lenore? Chris just say those truck chronicles used to be crunk. Hey, you remember them? You remember them, Christy? Yeah, those truck chronicles used to be crunk with me and them sleepers going over how Matt Ryan was falling off of the goddamn cliff before our eyes. and damn Arthur Smith and Dan Quinn them fucking up the whole goddamn not Arthur Smith, Mike Smith fucking up every goddamn thing. Yeah, those were the day, Christy Lord. And I used to be going in too. All right, y'all. So back to what I was saying. Are the Atlanta Falcons the team to beat in the NFC South? The link is pinned in the chat. It's Fan Speak Mornings. Tap the link and come on in. Tap that link and come and let me know. Come and let me know if you think the Falcons are the best team in the NFC South post-draft. I'm pretty sure y'all want to know what I think about the whole ordeal. I'm sure y'all want to know what I know, want to know what I think. And I'm gonna tell you what I think, but I'm gonna see if somebody hit that damn. I'm gonna see if somebody tap this link first. I'm gonna see if somebody tap this link first, cause I want to see what I really want to know what y'all think. Y'all hear us talk all the time. This Fan Speak Mornings. Probably need to start calling it "Get It Off Your Chest Mornings." Probably do that. Liquor with Lenore. Say we are on paper. Depends on coaching. Liquor with Lenore say it all depends on the some bitches that's calling the shots. Are they gonna be the ones fuck it up for every goddamn body? Is Raheem Morris gonna have 2 timeouts with 36 seconds left on the clock and don't use one of the motherfuckers? Is that gonna happen? Is Zach Robinson gonna run? Is he gonna run 5 goddamn if he gonna run? Hold on, let me get my numbers right because I'm number 26. Okay, is he gonna run? Is he gonna run 5 goddamn 26 leads? Is he gonna run 5 straight 26 leads right into the teeth of a goddamn wide 9 goddamn concept? expecting for it to goddamn get the job done, and it never does. Good morning. Is he going to do that? Is Jeff Ulbrich? Okay, thank you. Is Jeff Ulbrich going to have everybody playing off ball, even though he said he gonna have everybody playing on ball? Are they gonna be doing the stupid shit? That is the question. Don't nobody want to tap that link, huh? But Nard Cantrell, he say to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And we need to do it on the field. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And we need to do it on the field. Well, fortunately for us, fortunately for how football works and division works, we don't have to beat the champ. If the NFC South champions are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, this year, we don't have to beat them at all for them not to be the champs and for us to be the champs. Let me tell y'all something I'm not. Let me tell y'all something I don't do. Let me tell you something I don't do. And this is something that I see a lot of content creators do. If I'm speaking on the facts, the numbers, I'm gonna give you the facts and the numbers, and I'm gonna give you the reasons why those numbers are there. I'm gonna give you the reason why the facts are there. I'm gonna tell you how. And I'm gonna tell you how based off of my experience playing the game. I'm going to tell you how based off of my experience going over playbooks, going over plays on the field. This is the reason why I like this comment, Bernard Cantrell, because you say we have to do it on the field. When you talking to me, when you listening to me, when you over here with the home team, you're getting it from a on the field perspective. You're getting it from a in the locker room perspective, in the film room perspective. That's how you're getting it over here. So if I'm giving you facts and I'm giving you numbers and I'm giving you the cold hard truth, you ain't just getting it just based off of what I done read or based off of what somebody done told me. I lived it. I experienced it. And while I may not have did it at a high level, I had damn good teaching and coaching. I was taught by Omegas that dedicated everything that they've done. They dedicated their lives to teaching and molding young men to be football players. Let me tell y'all how information works. If you can read this in Proverbs, if you read your word, go read the book of Proverbs. It's very instructional and very informative. Let me tell you how information works. You go seek information. And when you have that information, you give that information out and you let people do with it what they may. When I give out information, when I go seek information and I give it out, I'm not looking for validation. I'm not looking for acceptance. It's not what I'm looking for. It's solely to give you the information you need. Let you apply it how you may see fit. And I've done my part. You do with it as you will. When I'm doing that here on this platform, just know that I'm doing it from a place of genuineness, from a place of authentication. It's very authentic what I do. And as I bring Big Will in, I just want to make sure that all my fans, I just want to make sure that all of y'all are aware of that. That I don't just give you information based off of some shit I read or some shit somebody told me. And I sure here got a mind of my damn own. What's up with you, Big Will?
What's up with your ass on here this early, man? What the hell going on?
Man, this fan speak mornings, man. That's what this is. This fan speak mornings. Yeah, that's what this is, man. What's up with you this morning, man?
Hey, man. Some reason I couldn't go back to sleep and I see your ass live. I'm like, let me get on this motherfucker. I walked the wife and the child out to go for their day. And shit. Hopped on here, man. What's up with you, man? What the topic?
The question is, they show copy. The question is, are the Falcons the best team in the NFC South? Beautiful. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, I didn't let your gate up. Let me let you lift up. That's the question, Big Will. Are the Falcons the best team in the NFC South post draft?
We have the ability to be. Right now, I'm gonna have to snap a TVD on it, man.
So you don't want to look at it just based off of what's on paper?
Man, I did it so many times, man. I did it so many times just looking at all paper Blakberry and they come out some bullshit. But me being my optimistic self, I'm gonna say, yeah. Yeah, we can be top in the goddamn conference. Now, yeah, you ain't say the video. We could be one of the best in the conference now.
Oh,
If
your optimism is blossoming on this here live.
if the defense come along like we expected to, and if your boy Zach Robinson claims he gonna be better at play calling like he say he will, we could be dangerous, man. We got a complete team.
But can I ask though, What's wrong with a fan? What's wrong with a fan looking at what's presented to them from a team, from their team, and saying that's the best team in that division? We do it for other teams. We do it for the Ravens. We do it for the 49ers when they the best team in their division. We do it for the Buffalo Bills when they the
You
best
know,
team in their division.
you know why, Blackberry?
Why?
Because they established a track record. We haven't established nothing. They go out and prove that they're one of the best teams every year. We don't do that. We disappoint our fans every year. So that's why it's really hard to say that about our Falcons. Because every time we come in optimistic, we be let down. Even the Super Bowl season, we didn't see them doing what they did. We were surprised by that. But every time we come in, we're optimistic. We be let down, even when
What?
they look good on paper.
Now I was just gonna
Last
ask you, what
last year it
births
looked good on paper.
optimism?
Last year it looked good on paper, and Kirk Cousins goddamn shitted on himself.
But
So
okay,
that's
okay.
that's
So
what I that's why I can say why it's hard for us to do it.
what births optimism? What births that? You don't just get it from anywhere.
What gives you optimism?
Yeah. What
Track record. Track record.
track record give you optimism?
Track record. Well, optimism. Hold on. Let me check that. Optimism come every year. Fans have optimism every year. If that wasn't the case, the Dallas Cowboy fan wouldn't be so goddamn bipolar every year, bro.
Uh,
It it optimism come every year, dog. Every fan base have hope. Even the Browns, they have hope every year. But we
mm,
don't have a track record to just like straight out claim well, we gonna be the best. But
okay.
everybody have the right to have hope. You know what I mean? So I can't knock nobody what they say. Hey, I think we're gonna be the best. I mean, everybody deserves to have hope.
Interesting. So let me ask you another question. Are we better than on paper, of course? Are we better than we were last year?
You checked out. I couldn't hear you, bro. What you say?
I said on paper,
Uh
are
huh.
we better? Are we better than we were last year?
Yeah, most definitely.
What made us better?
Addressing the defense. We
Okay, so
really
we
put a foot. Yeah, we put a foot forward on defense. So
so we addressed the defense. We got pass rushers. We
and
got
we're a year
impact
older on the
players.
offense. We're a year old on the offense. So
We're year old on offense. We
yeah,
got impact players that we addressed on the defense now. So we're better now than we were last year based off of that. What now the team that's won the division, let's start with them. Are they better than they were on paper a year ago?
um, they even. They even.
They're about the same, right?
Right. And the
Okay.
thing is, though, we had a chance to win the division 3 years straight. We flunked it 3 years straight.
Oh, how many games did we lose the division by?
One,
One game.
one game every year. Well, no, not every year, but we was there. We was in a race all the way at the end. We was in a race.
Hmm,
Man, we let the game. We let it go.
hmm. Okay. I really want somebody to tap that damn link. Why y'all ain't tapping the link? I want to ask y'all these questions. I ask Big Will questions all the damn time. Where y'all at? Because
How many early
these
bird we got, bro? How many early
these are
bird
some.
we got?
Well, see, I done experimented with this past couple weeks, and I'm actually showing, uh, if not similar numbers to evening, well, I mean to afternoon, better numbers. So I think we're gonna keep doing this fan speak mornings. I think we're gonna keep this up. I think we're gonna keep this up. Liquor with Lenore say he in the office. He can't talk. He in the office. But I know somebody gonna be hitting that link soon. The link is pinned in the chat. Tap the link when you get a chance, because we're talking about it. The topic is, are the Falcons the best team in the NFC South? That is the topic at hand. And I'm asking y'all questions. Are the Falcons better on paper than they were a year ago? Is Tampa better on paper than they were a year ago? Who got better more so than anybody else in the South on paper post-draft? Did the Falcons have a better draft? Did they have a better free agency so far? Maybe some of y'all think the Skanks had a better free agency and draft so far. Maybe some of you think that. Maybe some of you think the Panthers got better than the rest of the South. Are the Falcons the best in the NFC South post-draft? I want to know what the fan base think. And and look, these ain't bait questions. I'm not trying to bait y'all into giving answers so I can just attack them. Like I know a lot of content creators like to do. They want to bait y'all into giving specific answers that they know y'all gonna answer with, so they can attack your answer, so they can attack your opinion. I'm not doing that. I'm engaging. What the fan base is thinking. Because the Falcons did something that a lot of people been wanting them to do. And that's address the defense. Like B. Will said, we addressed the defense early in the draft. We didn't just address it. Hell, you talking about an address. Hell, we done built the whole damn neighborhood for defense. We done put up some new construction homes for defense. Damn, addressing. We surpassed the dressing. We got two bona fide playmaking impact players to play the linebacker / edge position. All in the first round. Then just when you thought there wasn't enough DBs left to get in the damn world, we drafted two of the best safeties in this year's draft. Even in the UDFA, we went and got even more DBs who I don't know how the hell they fell to the undrafted pool. But they did. Y'all got to tell me what you think. You need to click the button. Click the button pinned in the chat. Click the link. It's Fan Speak Mornings. I know that shit probably loud as fuck, y'all. I should have muted it. Sometimes I be wanting y'all to hear the grind. I be wanting y'all to hear the grind. I want y'all to hear me out here on the block. So you know how serious I take this shit, giving y'all this information. giving y'all this content, this entertainment. I'm out here making money in Athens, right next door to them dogs. I ain't next door to dogs. I'm actually on campus. No, I take that back. College Station is campus. I'm not at College Station. I'm on out front. I take that back. But tomorrow night, I'm gonna be on campus at College Station. Who done came up in here? Is that Deshaun Caldwell? What's up with you, Deshaun? We're gonna post up right here. Let me get some red and black in the chat if you can hear your boy good. Make sure everything's still copacetic with the audio.
I hear you over here.
That's great. Somebody popped. Who did I see? I seen the name and I ain't seen in a minute. What's up with you, Deshaun Caldwell? He say, what up, Blakberry and Big Wheel? Yeek, get some. Tay bro, what's up with you, Tay bro? He said, waiting on these count battles. Is them count battles gonna give you a better? Is that gonna help you more so make your decision on whether or not you think this team is better, Tay bro? Based off of what you see these recruits and these free agents that done came and signed over, is that gonna help you better determine whether or not you think this is a better football team in the NFC South? King Richie say, what's good, home team? What's up with you, Richie? And Deshaun Caldwell and King Richie, I showed y'all some love on them shorts. I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but I posted my guys giving their takes on last week's fan speak. I posted my guys giving their takes. And right on time, my God, the OG, Deshaun Caldwell. What's up with you, man?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. What you
Good
got on,
morning.
man?
Good morning.
What you think about this topic?
Okay, I watched last week. They had a day called the NFC Roundtable, and
Right,
they gave each of the teams a grade, right?
right.
Um, they gave the Tampa Bay a A+. I think that was right because to me they really didn't do nothing. I mean they had the two good players, but um, Tampa Bay did lose a lot of good players too. Uh, then they gave Carolina a A. Now Carolina got the good player, but they didn't do enough for the offensive line. The
Yeah,
boy Charlie Duwop gonna get killed out there.
Bryce Young.
Uh,
You call him Shawty Doo-Wop.
Charlie Duwop.
Yeah,
He gonna get killed out there. But you already running last year, and now they did enough for the offensive line, and then they gave the Saints a C. How the hell you get them a C? And they don't have nobody. I mean, to me, oh, they kept on talking about, well, we got that new quarterback. What? That quarterback ain't gonna save y'all. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for 2-3 years. I'm gonna be honest. The Saints deserve a F because to me, they 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 got enough old people on their team.
yeah. They definitely get an L.
Yeah, and
They
then they
went
got
and draft. They traded up in the third or the
right.
second. Was that the second or the third?
I
I
think it
think it
was
was the
third.
third.
Yeah,
They traded up to get somebody at the fifth tackle that then ain't nobody heard. I was like, I still don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know who the fuck he is.
me either.
I can't even remember his name.
Suck.
Now, if he turned out to be a goddamn stud, I'm gonna eat my damn words. But you traded up in the third to get who?
I call him Jack Morris because he deserves. Yeah, he's like anytime you strike on the exact go the ball. But
Call him motherfucker John Doe. That's what we gonna call him.
yeah,
Because we don't know who he is. We don't know who he is. Right now he's a nobody. And that's who they traded up to get. Now, like I said, if he turned out to be a damn stud, then I'm gonna eat my words. But I stand on that shit. I don't know who the fuck he is.
But like he got to beat out Rattler. And that gonna be funny. I would love to see that, boy. That'd be some funny shit there. But to get to the Falcons, they give the Falcons a B minus. I mean, a A minus or a B. And they asked why they gave him an A minus or a B. He said because we gave away the first round pick next year. Dumbass, the first round pick we got last year is here this year.
Right.
Dumbass. Talking about, well, what if Pierce don't do a good job? Pierce is a menace to society. He want to eat somebody's quarterback up. All that food talking about is sacks. That's only on his mind.
I'm gonna be straight up. James Pierce Jr. Getting who was that said that the other day? But that might have been King Richie. He said he give him black Air Force. He give him black Air Force energy.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, he ain't lying. I looked at the interview yesterday he did with Torrey McElhaney and James Pierce Jr. Hey, dude ain't with nothing.
He ain't with the shit. What's up with you, Larry, by the way?
What going on?
Yeah.
What going on? But
yeah,
man, y'all
he
right,
ain't with
bro.
the shit, man.
Bro just want to play ball, man, and get on the field. I can really she made him comfortable to do the interview, but you can tell like that ain't his aura. Like him trying to be friendly, him trying to meet people. He just trying to come out there and destroy the field. I respect that.
Yeah, he got real slap a hole tendencies from what I can see.
He got tunnel vision.
Yeah, he do. And I like somebody that you can see how they play on the field when they off the field too. I do like that. That's why I say the James Pierce and Jalen Walker, they like yin and yang.
Yeah.
They like yin and yang. Because Jalen Walker off the field, he's the perfect spokesman because he speaks very well. He likes to carry. He likes to hold conversations, and he's very much a people person. And he's like I say, he speaks very well.
Yeah,
James
he
Pierce
was
Jr.,
gonna help.
on the other hand,
He was gonna help James Pierce. He's gonna help coming from a program from Georgia.
Yeah,
James Pierce gonna respect him a little bit more and take his input. You feel me?
Y'all think y'all not to cut y'all boys off? Y'all think by what you just said, Big Will, that JPJ will respect Jalen Walker. You think Jalen Walker really can get dude to goddamn come to the A and really get on the game?
Oh yeah, that's why they put him. See, the Falcons smart. That's why they put them on the plane together so they can have that time to talk. I mean, get to know each other. If you heard it in the interview when they first got here, when they were talking about how they was connecting on when they was on the ride here. You know what I'm saying? And putting the SEC bias aside, you know what I'm saying? The hate between Tennessee and Georgia, they were putting that aside. And your boy Jalen Walker is a natural born leader. That's what he do. You can hear it in the talk. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those. I mean that can do what he got to do on the field and talk up his teammate. He's one of the best players on Georgia's team. You feel what I'm saying? So he already got that natural born leadership in him, and we all know James Pierce Jr. got that dog in him. So if he got somebody that can harness that energy to the right direction, oh shit, he'll be dangerous, bro. He'll be dangerous.
We got
and one thing about
on the defense now.
We got a legit
leader on the defense now.
One thing about the Georgia program, they breed competition, dog. So he ain't gonna let James Pierce Jr. get into that goddamn that you know what I'm saying, that lazy mode where the folks were having trouble with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel like he take plays off shit. He ain't gonna let him get into that.
So you
Hey,
telling me,
Blackberry.
Will, that we got a legit leader on the defense
Oh yeah. Oh
now, a
yeah, most
legit
definitely.
vocal leader.
He's a what a Barkins, what is it, Barkins Award, what
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah,
won
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Who won that?
Yep.
What
yeah.
Rokon, the last one you seen won that. What do he do? What Rokon Smith doing in the league for the last couple of years?
Leading well,
He leading
he
that
The
never
Raven
last six,
defense.
hey,
He
the
been leading
last
that
six,
Raven
7
defense.
years,
He been
that
leading
boy
that
been
Raven
dominating,
defense.
bro.
Yep.
Blackberry.
Yep.
They say last week that James Pierce, when he sack a quarterback, you know how everybody else celebrate, like, yeah, he don't celebrate. He just get up like, okay, I did it, and go back to the huddle.
Yep. It's time to go
Business
get
as
another one.
usual. Business as usual. Yeah,
It's
you
time to
got
go get
some of
another
those.
one.
Yeah.
It, it reminds me so much of myself when I play. It reminds me so much of myself. I just want to knock the stuffing at you and get back to the huddle so I can go do it again. That's what I love that about James. But that's what I say. That's why I say I love a defensive guy that you can see how he is off the field and on the field. I just love that because I know when it come time to strap up and lace up, I know he finna go out there and he finna be laser focused because all he want to do anyway is knock shit out of somebody. That's the whole reason why he played the damn game. He just want to go out there and not in a Marlon Davidson manner, not like you,
Oh, yeah, man.
but that's what he want to do. He just want to go out there and he want. But what like we said last week, y'all, is focused though. He knows how to focus that energy.
Right.
It's very diabolical. It's very sinister. It's a sinister way of playing football. I love it. I love it. Let me ask the panel this. Let me ask everybody that's in here this question. Big Will already answered, so I want Larry and Deshaun's opinion on this.
Go for it.
Are the Falcons better on paper? Are they better than they were a year ago?
Yes,
Last season, I mean.
yes. And the reason why I say that because they finally listened to us instead of getting all these old dope people. They went and got young folks and a linebacker. We know the last year they can cover their nose to sneeze. So they got speed in the linebacker. They couldn't get they couldn't get to the quarterback. They finally got deep in the end. And this year they worry about the defense more than the offense. Because the offense is set. We need another quarterback, we need another running back, we need another receiver. All that's settled. They went and got defense. So yes, on paper, they look very good. I mean, they got some hitters, some speedsters, and some ball hawks on the defense. Something we barely had last year. I mean, why? What they watch? Why the safety? Uh, Xavier Watts.
Xavier Watts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched the video yesterday about him compared to Justin Simpson. Simmons, where his name?
Justin Simmons, yep.
Justin, he's not gonna run up and get hit you. This kid gonna run up and hit you. He like to go into the box and hit you. Justin, he want to tell everybody what suit he got the next day. Oh yeah, I got the New York suit. You only got my shoes. he got to that age that I ever
Justin
got hit
Simmons
you.
he played better than people giving him credit for, I think, in my
No,
opinion.
I mean he played good, but he's not gonna hit you like Xavier is.
Yeah, Xavier Watts is a more in the box type safety than Justin
Yeah,
Simmons. But Justin Simmons is considered a ball hawk, though.
Oh yeah. I give him that. But I was talking about hitting wise, yeah. But then on the man, do you know how many defensive ends we got? How many linebackers we got to choose from? I mean, this is good.
Yeah.
We got a good set right now.
What about you, Larry? You still there, Larry? Larry must have ducked
Yeah, I'm
off
still
for a
here.
minute.
Nah, I'm still here.
What you think, Larry? You think the Falcons better on paper post draft than they was a season ago?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this: why I think the Falcons attacked what they really need to attack, and it was ball hawking. If you look at the defense last year, outside of Jesse Bates and who was AJ, and we can say Justin was ball hawks. Outside of them, shit, ain't nobody was really trying to go at the ball or even try to take the ball away. Now I'm gonna say this: I think that the competition gonna be way bigger than what we looking at. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I think Kobe can come in and start. He might be little, but dude is a damn.
Oh, screen yard.
You cut out, Larry.
Can I get a let me
You good?
get a pack of
We hear
ice
you.
cream.
He ordering some ice cream. What he what he ordered
Nah, don't give
today?
me some Swiss Elite. My bad, man. Don't give me something to smoke on. My bad.
He get some goddamn grass. That what he get.
I thought he had for some ice cream. I was like, I was gonna say, damn, boy, they ice cream parlor open already today?
he asked for some ice cream, but it wasn't no ice cream.
It went no ice cream, right? It was he had for something sweet, but it wasn't no ice cream. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so
We had for the cream of the crop.
so if we feel like we better on paper, is anybody else okay? So we'll say that Tampa he say they about the same as they was a season ago. What y'all think? Y'all think Tampa got better post draft?
They didn't
No.
get better. I like they the same person because they really didn't get better. I believe they still gonna try to fight for the division, but I think they got. I think it's gonna be a little more better for us to get it in them because they did lose some people, and I don't believe that they're gonna be that hungry this year as they was last year.
If we were to
Defensive.
get somebody, if we were to get somebody, say they got better, bro, it'll be Carolina. Even
Yeah,
though they didn't address they linemen, they got dangerous on their skill position. I give them that. They got more dangerous at the skill position. They picked up about 3 wide receivers,
yeah,
and they picked up a
but
running back. They picked up the running back to go with Hubbard to team up with Hubbard.
they said
So
it's gonna be.
they got better at the skill position. I give them that, but it's still dangerous for that quarterback.
They said
It's
it's gonna
still,
be a competition between Carolina and Atlanta for
hey
division this
man,
year.
the Tampa
Like,
Bay
what?
Bucks won it 4 years straight, and to prove it otherwise, they the best team in the division, bro. Every time we think they
I
not
told
gonna
you they're
win
gonna
it,
do it this year.
I
they
ain't gonna
win it.
say it will. I ain't gonna say that though. Cause I still feel like they've been struggling to win the division. They ain't just outright winning, they struggling to win it.
And last year we swept them.
Yeah, we did, but we got them. We choked it up at the end.
I got a
No, we had a
question.
good lead. We had a 3-game lead in the division, and we choked it up at the end.
I
That
got
is
a
a good.
question. I was on Mike them show yesterday listening. They said, would it be crazy for Kurt to start? I mean, for Raheem to start Kurt first week?
Yeah, it'd be crazy. That'd be stupid as shit. Then what was the
Man,
point of doing what they did?
you talking about downtown getting burned down?
What was the point of doing what you did if you're gonna start Kirk Cousins in week 1? That makes no damn sense.
Yeah, they were six. What is he? 6 million there. He said,
Can't stop.
yeah, he said, ladies and gentlemen, this year quarterbacks for the 2000 football season is Kirk Cousins. He's gonna see people walk out the stand. They're like, what the fuck is this?
They got
The whole
that
reason why
stadium.
Kirk
That stadium
Cousins
be empty and shit.
decided to lie. The whole reason why he decided to lie about being hurt was because he knew as soon as that boy would have got on that field to take over for a whole game, he wasn't getting that job back. He knew that. He knew it.
Honestly, though, for real, Blackberry, I think if he'd have went on and bowed out gracefully, he'd have got it back. Raheem would have made sure he got it back. But the fact you did fuckery,
You might be right. You might be right. But
that's why I believe that's why they ain't let nobody in training camp last year. Because think about it, if you'd have been sitting at that training camp, you'd have seen Pennis throw that ball versus Kirk Cousins, bro. It'd have started so much shit.
We
Controversy like
know. We
hell.
know that was the reason. We know that was the reason.
Because they said they were rebuilding Flower Branch.
Come
Nah,
on,
but
man.
Flower
We
and
we
Branch, it was done by the time the training camp started. The season started, it was done. It's just they wouldn't let us out there, and I think Michael Penix the main reason why.
Hey, look, my training camp getting built on one side, and training camp gonna be on the other side. They
what
gonna build on the
man,
same.
bro,
Nah, it was
bro.
just the point. It's just the point that if I'd have went to
what's up
training
with
camp,
Georgia Texas boy?
What going
They
on,
said
everybody? Good
they
morning,
saying
good
they
morning, good morning.
rebuilding. They
Morning,
were
morning.
rebuilding Flower, but we sit in the grass every year. What are they rebuilding grass, nigga?
nah, but see, that's my thing, Big Will. If I'd have went to training camp, and I'm gonna be honest, I was high on Kirk Cousins coming to Atlanta because of his experience. But if I'd have
Oh
sat
yeah,
out there on that field and seen what I seen these last 3 games, I'd have been like, you know what, we can go and sit you on the bench and make you a backup. I don't care about the money. What you know, everybody's seen it because they already want the fan base already want another Michael Vick, so that just made it worse anyway.
yeah. Fan base got delusional. That's delusional. Ain't no goddamn another Mike Vick walking up through there. We don't need that. That ain't equal win.
Just
Mike
like
Vick
I
ain't equal
think
win. We
Big
need
Will just
somebody who
said.
know to run.
I love the fact he don't like to run. Me
Right, right.
personally.
Run should be that should be that secret weapon you have. Goddamn. Hey, everybody cover. Let me take off. That should be a secret
Cause I'm gonna
weapon.
be honest. As
Yes.
much as I hate everybody else in our division, I can't honestly say Tampa Bay and Carolina got better. Definitely. Tampa didn't need nothing but wide receivers for real. Everybody else was pretty much good. But Carolina definitely
Carolina
got
been
better.
doing the same thing that they've been doing for like the last 3 years. I just want to draft bodies to build a team.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
like Carolina don't got no direction. I'm just gonna draft the name. Like, come on now. Just like somebody said during the draft week, Carolina fucked up the whole cornerback board when they gave J.C. Horn that money.
But McMillan is a good pickup though.
Nah, but Bryce do need weapons. Can't
They
lie.
ain't got no offensive line though, fella.
None. And then
that
think about it. They've been
motherfucker need
drafting weapons
time
for the
back.
last. They've been drafting weapons for the last 2-3 years. Javante Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Like they
I'm gonna
got
be
weapons
honest.
over
Them
there.
names you name and don't even move the needle for me. I'm gonna keep it real. The best
Right,
thing
but
they had was DJ
But
Moore.
that's Carolina though. That's Carolina though. They just drafted names to draft names. They not drafting names for no strategy. They just drafting just to draft.
See, this year, that's why I said I think they're gonna be better. Cause this year I sort of seen a strategy behind their draft. Cause I
I'm like,
looked at the players they got: Nick Skirton, Cam Jackson. Cause I wanted us to get Cam Jackson because Big Boy, the 400-pounder, he was cool. But when I went back and looked at a lot of Florida games, he really wasn't on the field like we think he was. Cam Jackson was on there every play.
That motherfucker out of shape, boy. This nigga
I
464.
want
Shit.
that big sloppy dappy, big
They gonna
sloppy
make him.
dappy
They gonna make
motherfucker.
him drop him. He gonna drop 100 pounds. They gonna I don't care who he go to.
Watch,
They gonna make him drop
watch.
100 pounds,
He,
dog.
And
But
then,
Black
and
He ain't
then
gonna play
is he even
none during the season.
worth having? See, that's the thing. If you get him because he a big space eater. But if you make him drop that much weight, do you really want him? Do
No.
you even want him now? That's
that's
why
the
I say,
thing.
bro,
Like I
he
seen
don't
him
waste
like
the
as a
goddamn
project.
roster
I,
space, bro.
Not
I
That's
just
seen him like a
what
project type situation. But like when you seen him against Georgia, he disappeared. That boy wasn't there.
because I heard the reason why teams didn't want him is because the way the D line moves. I heard it during when someone broke down the Nate Ollie film. The reason you want space eaters, but you don't want them too heavy is because you want them to be able to play inside and outside and move around. Like they like D linemen with speed now, so they can
it's like getting
get.
a woman and the woman like, I like you, but I don't want you to wear Jordan no more. I want you to wear Reebok. What? So you want to change me, but you say you like me? That big boy. Oh, yeah, we like you, but you got to lose 100 pounds.
But
He
that
had
So
shit
you
with
already
wouldn't.
lost
Caldwell,
about
he
40.
always using them women for an example, boy.
But the
Nah, when
thing
Big
you
is
Big
though,
Daddy.
he wasn't
the,
464 in the draft. He was like 440 some. He had already lost some weight because that what his agent.
the thing is, we got a lot of our fan base. We want that big sloppy motherfucker like that. We don't need nobody but get your 320, 330 big boy who know how to eat space and penetrate the goddamn line. We got one of those on the team. We got, you know what I'm saying?
You got
We
three
don't
of
need
them.
no motherfucker about a 360, 400 pound. We need somebody who know how to penetrate the defense line and hold up blocks when he needs to so the linebacker can roam. And I think
And
we
they
got
like
those
them
defense. Yeah, I think
and
we
they
got
like them
those
to be
defense
able to move
tackle
around.
like
You
that.
can't move around at 464 pounds. Because Nate Ollie said he like to play his lineman on the end. But you know one thing Nate Ollie said that really made me happy? He said that we gonna play these players in a natural fucking positions. And I've been screaming for that for the longest. Like put these players back what they came out of college in. Quit trying to make someone fit something that don't fit.
And Nate is hype, boy. He ready to be like, yeah, I can't wait to start training, but woo! I already know what I'm gonna do with these boys too. That man hype.
Because he putting them back in their natural position so they can work. You know, that was one thing Dan Quinn used to piss me off with, taking players and putting them where they don't belong, and then when they fuck up, you mad. Because truthfully, Richard Grant wasn't just no safety like that coming out of college. He was more of a linebacker than a safety.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that about Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn made goddamn Richie Grant.
He fucked up Vic
'Cause he
Beasley though.
can't. Yeah, he can't. I
Oh,
wouldn't
nah,
say
he
that about
fucked
Big
Vic
B. Big
Beasley up.
Beasley that love football enough. That's what fucked Big Beasley up. Cause Dan Quinn brought in goddamn your boy from Indianapolis to train this motherfucker the pass rush. He had that one good season, then he forgot how to goddamn play.
Well, I sort of blame Quinn for that too because Vic Beasley was going to Chuck Smith camp and Dan Quinn didn't like that and took him out, made
I
him
blame
quit.
I blame Dan Quinn for not uh, taking Chuck Smith help because he wanted to be greedy. He wanted to take all the he forgot what a head coach is, bro. You delegate shit out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they
You take
said you don't remember that report that came out that said Dan Quinn got mad because Tat McKinley, because Vic Beasley brought Tat McKinley to Chuck
yeah, cause
Smith camp.
he wanted all the glory. That's what the problem with Dan Quinn was. He wanted
Yeah, he
all the
told him to
glory. He
keep his
want
hands off his motherfucking defense.
yeah, yeah.
Dead
That's
ass
what
serious.
I didn't like about Dan Quinn.
Now I think he, in hindsight, I think he probably would, change some shit up now, but at this point it's too late.
He
But
already did. He changed up. That's what he doing different down there in Washington. He letting folks help instead of trying to think you got to do everything your damn self.
because a lot of people say Raheem didn't learn nothing. Yeah, I be mad at him about certain stuff, but one thing I can tell that he learned is let's go get some help.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question. And I'm gonna ask. I got business owners on this line right here. See, this why I like my show. Cause I attract motherfucker that got some business about themselves. I appreciate that. Let me ask y'all this question. You hire your staff. Your staff get revered. Okay, let's say your accountant. You hire an accountant at work. You his side job. At his bank, the bank he worked for, that's his day job, right? Now at his bank, he get all these accounting of the year awards. He get accounting of he the best. He get, whatever award they give you for being the best shit at a damn bank. That's what your accountant get, right? Now the work he do for you, you see why he get those awards. Because every time it come time you do your damn taxes, you do your taxes quarterly, and he always got your shit on point. And when it come back time around for income tax season, and you looking at your peoples and your other fellow business owner friends, and they talking about they broke even with all their tax write off, but your account he get you some money on back. He get you some money back. And you like, I don't know how the fuck you did that, but I sure no appreciate it. Then you hire your secretary. Your secretary always making sure you're on point, but she your side job. She worked for an actual firm, and at the firm she gets all these secretarial awards. Oh my God, she just goes above and beyond the call of duty at the firm. And then the work that she do for you, you see why she get those accolades. You see why she get these awards, and you like, yeah, that's why I got you on my team. And you tell your accountant, see, that's why I got you on my team. And then, everybody else look at you and be like, hey, man, what you got going on? You got all these players you got all these folks doing the damn thing for you on your team. What's your problem, though? Why you can't get shit done on time? Why you can't goddamn make sure all your assignments is completed? Why your books ain't right? Why you not turning in receipts? And then when folks go back and look and they see the people that you got in place to do these things are in fact doing those things, but you getting a bad reputation for not doing your damn job. Well, your company is functioning with the people that you got in place. It's functioning like a well-oiled machine. But people looking at you like you ain't doing your goddamn job. I want to know this. If the people you delegate do a damn good job with what you tell them to do, why is it that you get scrutinized and criticized if you the one put them in that position?
Because anytime you the head of anything, whether it's good or bad, you gonna take the brunt of it.
That's what I'm about to say. Like quarterbacks and coaches get the blame and the praise for everything. That's what comes with the position. That's what comes with the position, dog. So like, even if I already know where you're going with this situation, even if Raheem is a hands-off coach on game day, the blame is gonna come to him regardless because all they see is him over there chewing gum with his arm folded. That's all they see.
And the
So
nigga tired of seeing him roll his arms up and chew gum the
yeah,
whole goddamn game and act
We're
like
gonna
he
so
get
ain't
the
yeah,
involved in on
preview.
that.
I don't think Jeff Aubrey gonna let him do that this year though, because truthfully, Aubrey he coaching for his job after that situation that just happened. I
now
really
even
believe.
though even though I don't agree with him standing over there with his hand on his arm, he should be talking to his player, throwing. I mean, when they be having the moments, pull over, you need to be seeing him talking to somebody. He ain't got to be calling no play, but you need to be talking to somebody when they come through the breaks and they really be needing somebody to refocus them. That is what your job is as a coach. You got to
Yeah, to
refocus your
refocus.
team. You know what I'm saying? You got to refocus your team. I don't see enough of that. That's what I blame him a lot for last year. I gave him gave him a head for that because I
But
didn't see a lot of him you know what I'm saying, refocusing his team.
but you see what my guy Michael right here, and appreciate you for coming through, Michael. You see what Michael put right here? Never outshine
Your
the
mouth.
master.
Mm-mm.
Never outshine the master. New England Patriots during that.
Hold on, what's say? That's why I
It's
signed the master. What we
never
get slavery
outshine the
days? What's
master.
going
No, what? This is the thing.
on? I know what
If
you
you,
said,
yeah,
bro.
you know what he's saying. It's a martial arts concept. You can't be you can't be the student and outshine the master. Never, ever.
You actually can.
Once,
But what
but,
does your
but no,
what's
but listen. But
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
once you so-called outshine the master, you're no longer the student. You are now a what? A master. But you
Yeah.
can only be a master when given that title. You can't just you can't just be like an offensive coordinator cannot be the master. A defensive coordinator cannot be the master. You can't be because you haven't been given the title of head coach. With everything y'all was just saying, the head coach gonna get the grunt of the bad and the bad, or the good and the bad. Well, in this situation, he ain't even getting the good. And and when I every time I bring this up, it seemed to fall through the cracks. Jimmy Lake took his ass home and took his ass in front of a camera. Whoever in the kitchen or something, y'all mute yourself. Jimmy Lake took his ass in front of a camera and he gave the credit to Raheem Morris for the pass rush finally having success. That was his grave dug for him already. He dug it
Be-
himself.
Because if you supposed to be a master at this point, why are you still taking, pointers? Like one thing I noticed about martial arts, just even in the movies or when you watch people do it in real life, once a student becomes a master, the master stops teaching the student and let the student go off to become a master in just about every kung fu movie you've ever seen.
All let the student teach the class and he become that grandmaster now. But
And
not
see,
because you're
that's the
yeah.
position Jimmy Lake was in. It's like you're supposed to be a master of defense now. You've been to college, you've been with the Rams. You shouldn't even have to
There you
look
go.
to Raheem. See, I think that's gonna be the big difference between Ulbrich and Lake. And I never thought that Raheem
There you
actually
go.
even liked Jimmy Lake as a defensive coordinator. I think, in my opinion, I've always felt like he waiting on somebody because that don't make no sense. Because that's the one move I fought Terry for. But I don't know if Terry had control to say anything. Because ain't no way my ass already on the hot seat. Ain't no way I'd let you brought in two brand new
Terry ain't
coordinators.
got no control over the staff
Yeah, he
hire.
ain't got no
That's why I
control over
need
the
folks to
staff behind
understand
that.
he ain't got no
Yeah.
control
No, that's why I
over the
said I
staff
don't know
hire.
if he do or not. But if I had GM power like normal GMs have, see, that's why it's hard for me to say fire Terry like everybody else, because the Falcons organization don't run like Philly and the Giants and these other
But
teams where
King Rich, a regular goddamn GM ain't got no say so over the coaching staff. He got to say so over the head coach. He ain't got no
Right.
say so
no,
on who he
that's what
bring
I
in there.
mean. I most of them would have mentioned we don't want two brand new coordinators. Maybe you should, they'd at least advised against it. But Terry, he let Raheem do what he do. So that's why a lot of the time Terry catch the brunt
Well,
of
he ain't had no. When Raheem got hired, any head coach get hired, they get hired with it in the agreement that I can bring in
Bring
my
in my own
guys. I can
staff.
bring in
Right.
my staff.
Right.
That's why Newsel got. That's why Ryan Nielsen got the hell on in quick too.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
I think it's just a situation of Raheem hiring his homeboy. Pretty much, he was giving them opportunity. He ain't had no success coaching no defense in the NFL.
Or
So
college.
he did it in college. Yeah, he was actually good at it in college. He just was a terrible head coach in college, but he was good at defensive coordinator in college. Now,
to be fair, he didn't get it. He didn't get a whole lot of time to prove himself as a head coach because he got his ass fired before he could have any real amount of time to try to get that success in Washington. But he was a very good defensive coach. So that's why it's like this. That's how I knew it was a head scratcher. Because you just hired a dude who, he been he done coached in the NFL for a year, or was it 2 years? It might have been 2 years. But before that, he was fired from Washington for putting hands on a player, even though it was minor.
I thought Jimmy Lake was not to cut y'all, Blakberry. I thought Jimmy Lake was in college last year. He was already in the league.
Nah, he was in the league for 2 years because the year they ran him out from Washington was the year old boy from Illinois brought Penix to Washington.
Yeah, because he was sorry hell at head coach at Washington, wasn't he?
Nah, he was just putting his hands on students.
Yeah, he put his
was
hand
on that bullshit.
Well, it wasn't. It really wasn't nothing, in my opinion, to get fired over. Maybe a little fine or something. But he pushed a student during a scuffle with referees. He pushed a student to get the student to back the fuck off. And of course, if you at the right school, if you at the wrong school with the right goddamn, what you call board of
directors,
then you're gonna be up out of there, especially as a black head coach in Washington.
hey, man. It's just
because they looking
at ass world we live in today, right now, man.
Man, what?
The soft ass world we live in right now, boy.
And I'm young, bro, and I'm young as hell, and I still feel like this world soft as hell, bro.
It is, but more so. As a board of directors, you're scared of parents suing you for putting, because see, that's where they got security.
Bro, how much worse the shit they did to us when we was in camp and shit? They did way worse than what this nigga did.
I know it.
What? Slap you on your head, goddamn head, butt your motherfucking ass, all that shit.
Punch in the chest, all that. Them chest
the coaches back then was more like daddy figures, so they were goddamn serve the punishment. Let your ass not go to class and try to show up at practice. What?
Yeah, because the coach we had it done with at high school when I played football came from Georgia, Coach Reese. And when I tell you, Coach Reese didn't play no motherfucking games. Period. Like
that how Coach Booby was when I was at May. That nigga the same way who played for Green Bay, I think Chicago.
Blakberry. What about them bleachers you had to run when you do something wrong? Oh, hell no.
Run them heels. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Or bell crawl an entire track.
Yep. What, man? Run the hill, bell crawl, egg roll. Nigga, shit.
And
you finna throw up everything you ate for the past.
You throwing up everything.
And you know what's crazy? After we did all that, we still had to do the Oklahoma drill.
And still had to go do Oklahoma. Still had to do Bull in the Ring. Still had to go do suicide.
I love Oklahoma. You better not put me on no Oklahoma. You had me doing that. I'm killing whoever's lined up next to me. I'm killing that motherfucker. You taking all that.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
But I'm just saying, think about the next guy though, Big Will, who probably still throwing up, and he got to lay on his back and still get up and hit you.
Yeah.
I like to broke my motherfucking neck doing Oklahoma, bro. Never again.
Yeah, man. That's it. Shit. Me being a cornerback and a quarterback. That's Oklahoma do have to be this big motherfucker. Hey man, I would have paid him like, hey man, I need $50 to fall down, please, just fall.
But That's what
Nah,
we
because
want.
I
That's
remember
what we
one
wanted
time
to
I
see in
got killed in
Oklahoma.
the Oklahoma drill, right? This how nasty Coach Reese is. Because I was like 260 then. Man, Coach Reese told me, I bet you if it was a hamburger at the end of that line, a cheeseburger, I bet you get up and smack the shit out of them. Man, that shit had me so mad. Because, I wasn't sensitive, but it's just like, damn, nigga, that how you feel about me? Let me go and tell this nigga head off real quick.
You was sensitive. You was
You,
sensitive.
you know what I'm saying? That shit did sort of make me mad a little
You was
bit, though.
sensitive.
He was like, boy, if it was a cheeseburger at the end of that line, I bet you get up and hit his ass then. Man, that shit
No,
pissed me
because
off.
in actuality, man, we teenagers. We was all sensitive. We was
Yeah.
Yeah,
teenagers.
yeah.
And the one play, that's why playing ball was very important for us in our lives. That's why most of us got the discipline we got now. Especially those of us that if we played ball but didn't go to the military, you got that discipline playing ball. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's that sensitivity though. It made us humble ourselves. Like when I go to school during school, I might have the girls looking at me, smiling at me. I might be, the cool kid. I might be a class clown. When I get out here on their field, they don't care nothing about none of that shit. They don't care about my dimples and my fade. They don't care about that shit out here. Out here, if you need your ass whooped, you're gonna get your ass whooped out here. That's what this
That
about.
is.
Hey, and that's how I know. I did mention that one day on my Facebook. I was like, the world just feels so feminine right now. Like, when did we get so soft? Because I remember what Coach Reese used to put his hands on us.
You playing
Motherfucker slap us
fire.
up against the head or something. He ain't fight us, but slap us up
Yeah.
against it. Like, I
Key
remember I was
Ricky.
in the wrong coverage on defense, right? This time he slapped me upside the helmet, hard as a motherfucker. How many times I told you run to the right? You keep running to the left, bow. But in the same token, I ain't mad because now that is like Blakberry said. That's why I got the discipline I got now. Like, I don't be with that bullshit. Like, if it ain't about business or money, please don't come around me with that goofy shit.
Nah, I
King
ain't with that.
Ricky.
I
King
don't,
Ricky.
I don't,
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
do that
feminine.
goof shit.
I'm going to tell you about feminine. Our high school was the only high school that had a middle linebacker that was a female. And she would knock the hell out your ass.
Hey,
Full
she,
high
Almost
I
had
ain't
school.
gonna count though. When I
female
played for
middle
Dunwoody when we
linebacker
were
late.
4A, she couldn't have been out there because Dunwoody was the funnel to Georgia. Like, I played with people like Idris Bashir or Runtez Grant, a lot of people that went to the league that I'm still friends with today. And Dunwoody was ran like because I told you Coach Reese came from Georgia, so it was ran like a mini Georgia. Like, then once you run them bleachers and do all this and do all that, and then we still got to do Oklahoma drills, and then after the Oklahoma drill, we still got to run 4 laps before we even go in. Man, come on. Now these kids
Man,
get pats on the wrist and shit.
nah, but Tam was, she was a thick girl that would knock your head off. And Fort High School had the first girl middle linebacker ever in the 80s. I mean, at first we tripped about it. We joined her and everything. But when she got in there and did her shit, with respect,
We
Cause
had a
I
little
remember,
guy my senior year play, but she was kicking. I don't know if I could have been out there with no guy playing, and I got to hit her, and I don't care how thick she is. I'm gonna knock the stuffing out of her ass. I'm gonna forget she a guy when that ball in there. I'm gonna
not,
forget.
and that's why I was saying I don't see how she could have played middle linebacker at Dunwoody because our running back was 6'5", 200 and something pounds, and
Oh boy,
Runtez Grant.
hey, and I'm coming up through there like a freight train. I'm gonna run your ass over. So I couldn't play with no guy in the middle linebacker.
we play against some big boys, especially because we had played against Ball Austin. No hamburger, no 12-7 even motherfuckers over there, boy. I don't know. I think all the people from that Austin was grown men.
Cause
But
when I played,
shout out to these flag football girls though, man.
yeah,
Man,
they be playing.
when I tell you that's taking off like wildfire right now, it's a
I
Yeah.
got a
lot of
homegirl that
schools.
play flag football for the Atlanta Sun. Boy, she
Uh-huh.
they running back. She nasty. I'm
Man,
just be honest.
it's spreading like wildfire, man. It's a lot of public schools that's getting teams. They getting flag football team now. My brother, he thinking about training his little girl to join the team for that they putting together at Aden Scott.
Yeah, because you know Arthur Blank said when
You
the
got to
time
thank Arthur
comes,
Blank for that. He put a
he
lot of
gonna
money behind that.
he gonna put some money behind that and having Atlanta a full-fledged Atlanta professional flag
He
football team.
already did. He the one made it a couple years ago. Made it come like that because he put a lot of money behind that. What made it popular?
But what about the
Because I be
lingerie
telling
league?
people, I remember
When playing football, lingerie league.
because I be telling people, I remember when we played football, Buford wasn't even like how Buford are world renowned now. They weren't the ones that were renowned. We were playing teams like Prairie View, Grayson, was it Prairie View? I keep forgetting that may be the name in Gwinnett. Boy, it had them big country white boys up there on
Perry, I
that
know what you're talking about.
Marist. Then we played Marist. Marist was a baby college.
Yo, Mary's still a damn baby college. my dad did security for Mary's for about 5 or 6 years. They
Yeah,
still a damn baby college.
we played Doug, Southwest the Cab.
Southwest used to be a monster on that football field.
Yeah, what we play? We play
Southwest used to be a month in the band. They sorry shit on the football field.
we play Dale.
Sorry shit. They'll whoop your ass with that band. They sorry
Yeah,
hell
they
in the
had a band.
football field, boy.
Yeah,
We
you
are
can
playing.
Stone Mountain with
We are
their ass. We whooped
we
their
play
ass a couple
Maze.
times.
We play Daryl. So what? Maze, Daryl, Redan.
Oh, I'm telling you who else had a good football team. Tucker, boy. I used to
Brady.
hate to play Tucker, boy.
Oh yeah, Tucker
Tucker.
was always legit.
Play North Atlanta. They ain't really had no good team.
Shit, Tucker was in the hood.
Yeah,
Tucker had a team, boy.
that were all the Migo games. All the Migo games.
Yeah, yeah.
All the Migo gang. All the
They
Migos
had
clicked up over there.
a mixture of everything over there.
Yeah, because I'm
They
going to
right
tell
in
you
the
what,
goddamn
they had
song.
that big Samoan dude on their offensive line, bro. I used to hate going up against him, bro. Like, I used to hate that shit. Because they body so tight, like, they so big, even when they young, bro. Like, it took two of us just to keep him on his ass.
Yeah, shout out to Christian Torres, man, my homeboy that played for Tucker, man. Shout out to Torres, man. Yup, hey, man, listen, the state of Georgia, okay, we might be some of the best inner city football athletes in the country. Most other states, you got to go outside the inner city to find the legitimate ball players. You got to, unless it's basketball. Now basketball inner city, we already know it's they do the damn thing with basketball. But as far as football go, most states you got to go like New York, you got to go upstate.
To
You
like
ain't gonna find,
Syracuse and shit.
yeah, you gotta go upstate. You ain't gonna find shit in the inner city. You ain't gonna find shit in Jersey, period. Like, you just got to go, like, Georgia got some of the best inner city talent in the world, man. And if we just keep putting out the talent, we just keep putting it out.
I'm gonna tell you who finna get scared, and people don't believe me when I tell them, boy, Georgia Tech. Man, I messed around in one of them Georgia Tech games last year. I looked at the sideline. I was like, when Georgia Tech get all these crash out players? I know y'all ain't got no 4.6 to be going to Georgia Tech, but if you want a good football program, you're gonna have to loosen some of that up.
Yeah. So what you been low?
What in the world, Bo? What's going on with y'all, man?
What in the
Big
world, Bo?
What's
Ready
up,
for
Lo?
the season, my boy. Ready for the season.
You already know what time it is, man. Y'all sitting here talking about all these inner city boys, but I'm gonna tell you something. In the country state of Georgia, boy, as far as some country boys, that is the best talent in the
Oh yeah,
United
we
States.
Oh
we
yeah,
won the
oh
we
yeah.
one of the few state that got talent
Inner
in
city,
all three sport. All
yes,
three
sir.
sport. Goddamn.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I
You talk
keep
about
telling people,
Hawkinsville, Valdosta, State,
Man, it was a
bro.
defensive lineman at Albany State. Cause my dad Albany State alumni. So when we go to the game, man, I cannot think of his name this year. It was a defensive lineman with Albany State. That boy was nasty.
Need to holler at Knight Rider. You know, Knight Rider. I think Knight Rider went to Albany State. I think that here.
My niece was there too.
Big Low.
Yo,
You got to start inviting a couple of us on when you have the round table, because it seems like it's a jump on the Falcon type shit when you're doing the round table, dog.
Yep,
I
it
don't
do.
like that. I don't like that shit now.
And Lojet done got so used to it now. Well, Lojet done figured out how to goddamn just come back in their ass. But hey, man, sometimes I be wanting to be like, hey, man,
Drop the
y'all
link,
out of pocket.
goddammit.
y'all some bitches out of pocket, man.
Nah, especially when they was talking about Penix though, Big Low. That sort of made me mad. Like y'all must forgot Penix.
Yo, they had Richie tight. King Rich came on my show that
lost
morning.
that game.
what?
Boy, King Rich came on my show that morning. He was tight about that shit. He said, I ain't gonna lie, Blakberry. I'm kind of tight about that shit right there.
Man.
Nah,
Man,
because I noticed that Carolina, the only game that they lean on was the last one from us. If you go look at any Carolina fan right now, yeah, Bryce back. Why? Because he played a defense that rushed 2 and sent Selma out in coverage. Like,
Exactly.
come on.
Bro, look, at that point, the season was over. Well, ain't nobody worried about what Carolina just happened to do one game. They said that, look, at the end of the day, that's their Super Bowl. Carolina is we're Carolina's rival, but Carolina ain't our rival. So it's like they take that game more seriously than we do.
Yeah, them man.
Yeah, that's big fan. That's big fan.
They just happy they split with the team that beat. They split with the team that swept the team that won the division. That's what they happy about.
They had one moment where the motherfucker did a no look pass against the transfer
They
defense
showed
we
that
had.
picture one more
Now
time.
he net Patrick Mahomes. He the net
They
Patrick
keep
Mahomes
showing
all
that
the
little.
damn son.
Hey, Big Will, and I told him I bet you he don't turn around this year. I bet you he don't turn around and turn it back on
Bro,
the defense this
that
year.
little sorry ass defense we had then, shit, anybody could have did that on us, bro, at that game.
Man, look.
Straight up.
That is crazy. Anybody, bro, the way we were coming like that, bro.
But to act like Penix won that guy, like Penix didn't walk y'all down from that 17-7 that first. Come on, bro. He walked y'all down.
And then they acted like he didn't do what he did in that Washington game too. You know how
Oh
many
yeah.
times? You know how many times the Tide tried to turn against that offense on that drive, on that last drive they had. You had penalties. You had motherfuckers dropping the ball. He overthrew a couple guys a couple times.
I ain't gonna cap. My quarterback did look a little rookie-ish at the beginning of that game, though. He did.
He
I
got his ass humble. He got his ass humble. You can listen, y'all. Listen. Check this out. You go. You're a young player. You don't. Sometimes they do young player shit. They don't know no damn better. He went in front of the media, and he was arrogant about them questions they were asking him about the pressure, about how much pressure is on you on this game. How big is this game for you and your team? And he answering, oh shit, it's just a game for me. So I'm finna go out here and do what I always got down doing. That fuck shit up. He talking like that. He got that real good talk about that shit. He like real arrogant about that shit. Well, Washington, they say, okay, this little young nigga don't smelt himself a little too much. And they went out there and they put it on his ass in that first half.
Hey, because he did go off in that New York game, so I sort of do
Oh
understand.
yeah, he cried again.
Yeah, they say, boy, you smelling yourself a little too much, boy. And they went out there and they bust his ass. But what he do?
But I'm glad he went through that, Blakberry, because that game had playoff implications. So now he know when he get to the playoffs, he's got to be a different level.
But it showed you that he know how to reel that shit in and say, okay, you know what? That's on me. I opened up my goddamn mouth and they bust me in it at the same time. But we finna reel this shit in and we finna come back and win this motherfucking football game.
Yeah, because then they pick him off 2 times in that first quarter.
Yeah, I think he threw 2 picks. Yeah, he threw 2 picks. And they sacked him probably like 3 or 4 times.
In that first quarter. I'm talking first quarter.
But he didn't check him. He just got right back up like, okay. So what I like about him, if something happens to him, he either go to the next play.
You know
He
what?
just
That's
go
why
to
I
the next
like
play.
James. That's why I like James Pierce Jr. Cause boy, Torrey McElhaney asked James Pierce. They said, what was his favorite play? He said the next one.
And
The
that's
next one, yeah. I love
and
that.
that's what
I
Kudos to them.
told y'all that's how he is.
Hey,
and
Low,
that
I
one
gotta
was
be honest though, bit Low. Bro don't look like he coming to play no games. After I watched that interview, he ain't no real talkative internet type of guy.
No.
That's what I was saying whenever I talked to y'all last week, bro. Like this man, people talk about he got attitude issues and everything like that. Like he just come out there to play football and he go on by the business.
Yeah,
Like
he just no nonsense. That's all.
yeah, he ain't no nonsense. You want to go home, you play video games, just chill out or whatever,
He
bro.
said he don't even play video games and watch TV. When she asked him them questions, he like, man, I don't play no video games and watch TV. I don't even know what show to recommend. Nah, but you know what? It made me feel good because I said, you know what? I ain't got to worry about him in the media because he don't like the internet. I ain't got to worry about him posting nothing that's critical to the team. And, you ain't got to worry because all he want to do is play football. He don't know nothing
Hey,
else.
he just need to go home and go to sleep. That's all he need to do. Just go home, go to sleep. Cause he do look like one of them type. If he in a ball, he ain't waiting for you to swing. He's swinging first. He ain't gonna wait on you. He's swinging first. So I
And
need him to
then,
go
hey,
home and go to sleep.
When
hey,
you ask him when you said about Phil Sims, he said, "Well, Phil Sims, the quarterback, will you sack him?" He said, "I thought you the quarterback." Phil said, "Well, I'm out of seat right now." That man ready to go.
Yeah, he
But I
ready to
was
go.
making a point earlier, and we got way off my goddamn point. But
What you
but
put the point in, man?
what I was saying was, well, the Raheem Morris with the Raheem Morris conversation, and he put this team around him that okay, so you got people loving Jeff Uber, and they want to give Jeff Uber. They show everybody ready to give Jeff Uber all the praise for when the defense do well. Everybody just wait for that day to come when they can just go on a line and make them some content about how Jeff Uber just put together the best goddamn defense they ever seen in Falcons history in the last 60 fucking years of the Falcon existence. Jeff Uber finally bring us some defense. That's what everybody ready to do. That's what most content creators, that's what most of the media, that's what most of them ready to do. And I'm just sitting back and I'm looking and I'm like, damn, Raheem, you ain't about to get credit for a goddamn thing when this
but you
defense
see what
finally
happened when
take the
he
fuck
got
off.
credit. When he got credit, Jimmy got fired.
Jimmy, but who gave him the credit?
Jimmy?
Jimmy. Because Jimmy was fucking up. And while everybody else watching wanted to assume that
Jimmy
our
Claiborne,
shortcomings was
Alabama.
because of Raheem Morris, everybody wanted to assume them shortcomings was because of Raheem Morris. Why Jimmy Lake take his ass in front of a camera and give him the credit for the success and the changes? You can't. My thing is this, y'all. I'm gonna give you what you see and what I know. I ain't gonna give you what I think and how I feel. If I give you what I feel, I tell you that how I feel. I tell you straight up. I feel like Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. is finna be the best goddamn linebacker duo in quite some time. That's what I think. That's how I feel. But what I do know is that on paper, this is a much better team than it was a season ago. And I also know that Raheem Morris is the head coach of this football team. And I also know that when it comes to hierarchy, he the man in charge. He get the last say so. I know he a defensive minded coach. I
I
know
said
he
it
a
already.
DB specialist. I know the first thing to order this offseason was the DB room. We done hired about 100 goddamn DBs to come to this damn training camp. So when I look at the things that I know, everything that I know tells me that Raheem Morris is structuring the core of his team on his defense to be that of the secondary unit. Jeff Ulbrich gonna do his damn job being a defensive coordinator and getting these linebackers ready to go out there and do what the fuck they supposed to do. But for anybody that really sit up here and think that Jeff Ulbrich is the son be none of the goddamn defense, you don't understand how business work. You don't understand how hierarchy work. And like my boy Michael said in the chat, you don't know the laws of power. You cannot outshine the master.
But you know,
That's
Ulbrich also said it'd be criminal of him not to lean on Jerry Gray and people like that who got tons of wealth of knowledge. So
yeah, but
he
you can't
told you
tell these
himself.
folks, you can't tell these folks that, because they'll tell you that, oh, he lying. He don't really mean that. That's what they'll tell you. These folks that saying otherwise, he lying. He don't really mean
Hey,
that.
Jim Lake said the same thing, so that ain't a good thing to lean on. Now.
I mean, the thing about Jimmy Lake, one thing we got to remember about Jimmy Lake is, I mean, let's be honest. Look at the situation he was in. One of the reasons why
Yeah,
he gave so much credit to Raheem Morris is because he was trying to keep his job, y'all.
he
I mean,
was walking on edge ever since he got in the NFL.
exactly.
He had
So
to.
if it's a situation where I know I'm finna get fired, of course I'm finna give my boss any credit whenever something good go down, because I don't want to be a situation where I'm just a defensive assistant like he is right now for the Los Angeles Rams.
Like,
He not even a position coach. He an assistant.
he an assistant. Which is, I mean, hey, you still got an
You know,
NFL check,
you
though.
know,
So
walk talking together.
he got the
I do got
opportunity
one
to
question,
come
though.
back up.
I do got one question for the panel, though. Do you think Jimmy Lake's scheme would have worked better with the players we got now?
No,
Hell no.
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 Jimmy Lake's scheme is for college.
That's what I thought, Bill. He had more of a college-based type scheme.
We're forgetting the job of a coach here, fella.
Yo,
The coach job is to fit your scheme around your player, not your player fitting your scheme. We forgetting the job of a coach. That's what you're supposed to do.
you got to have the players for your scheme.
Nah, because that's one thing I did see when I watched that defensive position coach interview. All of them said just about the same thing. We finna put all these players back in their original positions, and we finna simplify the defensive
And see
call.
what they got. I think that's the biggest mistake coaches make on any level. If you see that a guy is really good at a particular thing, you should be making sure he can do that every time he step out there on the field. When you take him away from that because you start getting your creative niches start to go off, your spidey sense start to go off. Oh, if he could do that, I wonder if he could do this. Well, that's all well and good with seeing if that'll work. But on game day, you better be letting him go out there and do what the fuck he good at. Do all that experiment shit. Do all that in practice and in training camp and in the preseason. Do all that shit then. And then if you see that he giving you signs or you can incorporate that into what he does well, do that. But don't just Vic Beasley him and take him completely out the goddamn role that he just had the season before when he led the league in sacks. That
wasn't
stupid.
that Willie Moe interview where he said they said they'll never forgive Dan Reeves for that Super Bowl because he tried to change the whole defensive playbook the day before the game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that sort of tied back to what you were saying. You want to change something at the last second, but you've been doing this whole time. Of course, it's not gonna work.
Exactly.
I mean,
Don't make a change until you see it work. When Nick Saban put Tua in that second half of that Georgia game, sorry for all those Georgia fans that I'm bringing this up, but when he put Tua in that game, it hurt his ass. That was because we was beating the shit out of Jalen Hurts that whole first half. He didn't just do it just to be doing it. I'm just going because I'm trying to outsmart everybody. I'm just finna put in Tua Tagovailoa. People, half of the goddamn, or most of the damn people watching don't even know who the fuck he is. I'm just finna throw him in there. He ain't do that. Jalen Hurts would get his ass mocked all first half, throwing the ball in the dirt, throwing interceptions, holding on to the ball too long because he was shell-shocked. We had bust his ass.
And we had linebackers that could chase him down so he couldn't run.
Right.
But you know, but the thing is that like it's like we talk about all this and it's all good and everything, but you got to remember the mentality of coaches though, bro. It's like every coach feels like he's smarter than the next guy. So, you know, you talk about Jimmy Lake, like, yeah, it would have been common sense not to play 12 yards off the ball. You know, it would be common sense to send more than 3 people. But I mean, whenever you feel like you're the smartest guy in the room, or you feel like this system is Pokio, a fail-safe, mistake-proof, it doesn't matter, guys. Like sometimes coaches feel like common sense isn't as smart as their sense.
You ain't lying, Big Low, because I remember what you used to say about Arthur Smith all the time. Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what Arthur Smith was. Mr. Look at what being from Okeechobee. That's who I call. That's what I called him. But the thing is with the playing off ball like that, playing 7+ yards off the ball. Unlike most people, I understand it. I don't agree with it. I think you can have that same scheme playing 4 to 5 yards off the ball. You don't have to be 7+ yards off the damn ball to attack the ball and cause turnovers. But I understood why they did it. They want to attack the ball. Same concept they're about to go into 2025 with. We want to attack the ball. We want to get turnovers, turn the ball over to the offense. It's just like Swagoo said. I made a short about it. Swagoo said it on first take. He said defensively, offensively, you keeping track of the scope. Defensively, we keeping track of how many times we get our offense the ball back. That's what it's all about. It's about turning that ball over. And that's what they trying to do with this secondary unit. They want ball hawks, and they want people that's going to put that lump on you up at the line of scrimmage. And that's what they went and got. But they also went and got guys that can track the ball and track receivers down in the nickel and down in the slot. That's what they got. So I
mean, and it worked for
why
a
they was
minute.
playing off the ball like that.
The first 5 games, it worked. We weren't getting beat deep. We weren't getting no sacks, but we was accumulating pressures and we weren't getting beat past 20 yards.
Hell, Rich, it worked for the first 9 games when we was 6-3.
We just weren't getting sacks, and that's why people
weren't
complain.
getting sacks.
But then when we started getting sacks, we compromised the secondary.
There you go. We compromised the secondary because now you taking away why they were semi-successful. We ain't gonna say completely successful, but they was keeping teams out of the end zone for the most part, especially in second halves. So when you took that away from them, you took away from what they did well. And you say, okay, well, we want y'all to play up. Come on up, play 3 yards off the ball. Play 4 yards off the ball. We're gonna play a lot of man now. Now we're gonna play a lot of man. When you went and did that, you took away what they did well. And we couldn't get both facets of the game on the defense side of the ball to all incorporate at the same time. Secondary and front seven. It was either the front seven was doing their thing and the secondary was ass, or the secondary was doing their thing and the front seven was ass. We couldn't get both to work on all facets.
But truthfully, it seemed like Mike Smith sort of ran the same type of defensive scheme, because you remember when he said sacks ain't really that important, and a lot of people got mad at him because they didn't know what he meant. He basically meant we weren't getting beat deep.
Right. Not getting beat deep and you turning the ball over. If your whole agenda is to cause turnover, that's why Jesse Bates punching at the ball. Nate Landman, who a lot of people ain't giving credit for being neck and neck with Jesse Bates throughout the season for forced fumbles. But then nobody want to pay that no mind because he couldn't stay healthy for one. Then he got lost in coverage a couple times because he didn't have somebody that told him how to play space and not the player.
Yeah.
So when we look at the past season, that's why when I asked, are we better than we was a season ago on paper, post draft? I'm looking at everything, y'all. I'm not just looking at what we did in this draft. I'm not just looking at the UDFA. I'm not just looking at the free agency and the trade blocks. I'm looking at last season. And when I see that we was 16th in pass yards allowed, 15th in rush yards allowed, I see a middle of the pack defense that we gave up too many points. Why? Because Kirk Cousins had started turning the ball over like a some bitch.
Does anybody know where we were at in third down percentage defensively?
Amongst the top of the league.
Really? We were getting off the field like that?
Shit, we probably was at the damn bottom. We was at the damn bottom.
Yeah, because if you talking about worse, we was amongst the top of the league.
Oh, okay. Because I thought we weren't getting off the field like that.
Them first couple of games we stopped for some reason. So if you think about it, remember Pittsburgh didn't even score a touchdown on us that first game.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was our field goal. In 2023, we was the best team in the second half of the football game, giving up less than a touchdown in the second half of the football game. But people was in an uproar because we were losing close games, just like last year. Yep. Once again, you still middle of the pack, but you giving up a lot of scores. Why? Because you're giving up a lot of short fields because your quarterback turning the ball over like crazy and your kicker missing hella field goal in the middle of the field.
Because I couldn't believe Riley Patterson missed that 50-yarder in Washington. That blew my mind. I was jumping for joy like he made it. Then I turned around and looked at the TV short. I was like, bro, we got to get you up off of here.
I can believe he missed it. Shit, because there's a reason why some bitch didn't have no job.
Exactly. Who was Riley Patterson? That's what I was saying. Whatever we got him. Whatever he missed, I was like, well, shoot. That's why we don't know who Riley Patterson is.
Yo, we finna know who he is today. If he make this,
That's on your special team coach, though. Your special team coach supposed to map out, like, okay, hey, coach, he good for 53 yards today. He good for 55 yards today.
And what was crazy was, y'all, the commentating leading all the way down that damn drive. You look real bad in warm-ups. They said it like 5 times.
Wow.
He missed everything from 50, y'all. We just want to let y'all know that.
Wow.
And I'm just like, whoa.
So we were 23rd in the lead in total defense.
In total defense, yeah.
We suck ass.
Like I said, Will, it's about the variables. It ain't just about just that.
All right, Arthur Smith.
I look at total defense. Sir. I always look at total defense.
Yo, okay, so being middle of the pack on yards given up on the ground.
That don't mean that you win the game by scoring. You mean you win the game by scoring.
But I just told you why. I just told you why they gave up a lot of scores. Did you hear what I said? When I said why?
We can have a lot of reasons why we stole that got the cookies on when mama say don't get one. But shit, you still did it. You know, I'm saying the score still matter at the end of the day. That's how you win game. What that score say on the scoreboard. And we gave up a lot of motherfucking points.
We gave up a lot of points, man. We gave up too many points. But just like most seasons, if you don't give up 3 more points, if you battle giving up 3 more points, you middle of the pack of the damn league. It ain't that big a damn difference from the team that's 12th in the league to the team that's 20th. You just got the damn if you turning the ball over like crazy, giving up all these short fields, missing kicks, giving up short fields, at least we could rely on the special team unit to cover well. We could rely on that. That was solid.
But I mean, honestly, in my opinion, though, after watching that defensive coordinator interview, I honestly don't feel we're gonna have them problems this year because one thing I did like that I seen is all of them coaches believe in Jeff Ulbricht's scheme. Every single last one of them. Nate Ollie said he the reason I came. Even the players, Jalen Walker was like, I understood his vision for me. And when he sat down and explained, every time we made a defensive pick and he explained, okay, we're gonna use Jalen, we're gonna start him at edge and then we'll move him into some linebacker stuff, and we're gonna make James Pierce a straight edge, we're gonna take Billy Bo, just to hear a coach know what he gonna do with a play. I never heard that from Jimmy Lake.
Listen, y'all.
Never.
My thing is this right here. Jeff Ulbrich about to get a whole lot of credit for because this defense gonna be damn good. I'm telling you that right now. Anybody that got any doubt about it, I don't doubt it now one bit that this gonna be a very good defense. Even with the two newest acquisitions of it, maybe 4. We gonna say 3. We gonna say 4 because all 4 of them gonna play. All 4 of them gonna get a whole lot of playing time. But with the 4 newest acquisitions being rookies, this still gonna be a top defense in the league. I'm giving it top 10 in the league because I see the vision just like everybody else. And I seen last year when they made adjustments, the adjustments got you what you was looking for with the pressure. Now we got a second. Now we should have a secondary unit that's going to be on par with the front 7. We should have a quarterback that's going to take better care of the football.
Yeah, they still got to show me, bro.
Hey, I say it should. I say should.
So we've been optimism about the defense plenty of time, and they come out looking like goddamn shit. So you got to show me now. I'm at that point. Fuck all that. You got to show me.
I'm more than comfortable with going out there and standing on my tape when I say, based on what I see on paper, what I see on film, and based on what I know about what this team was able to do last year, I can stand here. I can sit right here and tell you, I'm comfortable with telling you that this is gonna be a top 10 defense. I'm comfortable with telling you that they're gonna be a 10+ win football team.
Hey, and the only reason I think for me, Jerry Gray is really who gave me that confidence, not just Jeff Ulbrich. Because one thing Jerry Gray said that I really did like was Jerry Gray said, I'm trying to figure out how to get you in year 5 by year 1. I want to see what you know how to do without me telling you or having to teach you. I want to see what all you already know, and then we'll go from there.
But Jerry Gray said all that good shit last year.
But see, the problem is, I'm gonna tell you what I think the problem was last year. Some people like to accept help and some don't. I don't feel Jimmy Lake was one that liked to accept help. I just don't. That's just me. I feel like Jeff Ulbrich could accept more help than Jimmy Lake would. Because I could sort of tell Jimmy Lake wasn't accepting help.
I think Jimmy Lake was accepting too much help instead of trying to just sit back and prioritize shit. I think he was trying to please everybody. So with him hearing everything everybody was saying, I think he was trying to implement everything that everybody was saying instead of trying to work up a decent plan and being confident in your plan. Because confidence is the worst thing. If you don't have confidence, your ass ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah,
You don't got confidence in what you call it, you ain't gonna do shit.
I think we overanalyzing even that. I listen to what Raheem said at the end of games in the press conference before the bye week. He would say it's effective. We're getting the effect we want. Might not be getting the sacks, but what we're doing is effective. What he was talking about was the turnovers, y'all. Was the getting off the field, giving the offense back to football. That's what he was talking about. Holding teams to 3, giving the offense another shot to get into the end zone. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, to Kirk Cousins started giving them the ball at the 15 and throw the defense back on the field.
Bingo.
They never had to cross the 50-yard line with them interceptions. Never.
Hey, who problem that was? Who fault that was?
Kirk Cousins.
Raheem Morris.
No.
Raheem
Robinson.
Morris.
Not leaning on his run game enough. Saving Kirk from himself.
Just continue to put Kirk Cousins out there.
He kept trying to throw Kirk Cousins. He kept trying to throw Kirk Cousins, make him seem like he this all-star ass arm instead of using the best weapon y'all had was them running backs. Y'all had one of the best running back rooms in the damn league. Only team that can goddamn fight with y'all on it was Detroit.
But think about it like this right here though, Will. Fact of the matter is that whenever he did lean on the running game, we almost lost that game to the Raiders.
Yep. Because we couldn't pass the ball down the field.
But
now we got beat by Desmond Riddle. Everybody get fired.
Ball over one time.
I mean, that looked like an Arthur Smith offense that game.
Listen, y'all.
Yeah, that was the problem with Zach Harrison. A lot of games last year, he didn't know how to implement his run. That's why I said Zach Robinson.
Nah, you said Zach Harrison.
I said what?
Zach Harrison.
Zach Robinson didn't know how to implement his run game with his pass game well. How many times I kept screaming last year, can we get some 2-back sets?
He started doing it at the end with Penix,
right, at the end. If you notice, when we used 2-back sets, the defense didn't know what the fuck to do. We would eat their ass up.
I was screaming the same shit with you. I was like, why the fuck we not in split backs? Can't nobody handle both of them at the same time?
Yo, man, it was a handful of games where Tyler only got like four touches a game.
Bruh, it was a game Tyler got 3 touches in the first half and then touched the ball no more.
It didn't touch it no more.
Not touch the ball no more, bro.
Hey,
that should never happen.
He got like 51 yards or something like that, dude.
Exactly, bro.
He had like 4 carries for 47 yards in one game.
Yeah, he was eating their ass up. But that's what I'm saying. He didn't know how to implement his run with his pass well.
But that's why I do put it on Raheem Morris to well. It was a lot of things going on with your team. You should have been on top of it, telling your coordinators, you need to do more of this. You need to do less of that. And if they don't do
one more orbit motion,
call it out.
I was like, oh Lord, here go Mooney in this orbit motion shit. We do that orbit motion 1,000 times a game.
That shit was pissing me off so much, bro. We ran that goddamn orbit motion shit so many damn times, and you doing the same thing out of each one of them. The defenses ain't fooled at all, bro. They knew exactly what was coming every single time.
Then a lot of folks hated on goddamn Ray getting the ball, but the times when they throw the ball to the open guys, we won them games. Instead of trying to force feed Drake London and shit all the goddamn time. Once you throw the ball to the open guys, we're winning the damn game, bro.
That's the goofiest goddamn shit.
Yeah, I didn't understand why a lot of folk hating on this man getting the ball. He open, give him the fucking ball.
But then say throw the ball to Kyle Pitts when he open, but you don't want to throw it to Ray McCloud when he open.
But that's what Penix said, though.
That's what I don't understand, bro. I don't nobody like to throw it to Ray. Everybody complains about Ray.
Yeah, Ray had 87 targets, only had 3 drops.
No,
tell me why that ain't good, man. Tell me why that ain't good production.
But like doing attempts.
But
he played baseball. He a Hall of Fame. He in the Hall of Fame baseball.
Hey, that's what Penix said during that Super Bowl interview though, when they said what did you see that was wrong with I guess Kirk or whatever. And he said, every time I look, this guy's running open. Because he
Yes,
don't got a
yes, that's the
phase.
problem. That's the problem. See, even Kirk Cousin knew that he didn't want the team on his back like that, bro. He was confused like that. He was like, damn, I got to throw the ball again? Man, what happened when they did that interview with Kirk Cousin? He said, I feel we need to run the ball more to get me in the motion. He told the motherfucker that, but you still out here throwing the goddamn ball 40 times a game, 50 times a game, bro. What is smart about that? When the quarterback telling you he prefer a good run game, but you still trying to make him out to be goddamn Tom Brady type offense and some shit. Even with Tom Brady, they had good run game.
But see, Kurt leaned on his run game in Minnesota, then hit you with the play action. That's what made his game so good.
They was
Oh,
mixed. No, they did
they ain't
mix.
lean on no run game in
They did
Minnesota.
mix. They was great in play action in Minnesota. That's what
Yeah,
they were great. That's how they
and,
killed your ass.
and that's something. What the name was? Who that
Jefferson.
something? No, the running back that was there before the after what's his name got
So
traded.
Dalvin Cook.
Not Cook.
Yeah, cool.
Now, you talking about that young
Not
boy
Cook.
with the young boy
The
with the
Madison.
young boy
dread?
he couldn't hold on to the ball. Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Madison.
they
Alexander
yeah,
Madison.
yeah,
That
yeah,
boy
yeah.
couldn't hold on to the ball for shit. That boy was a fumblerooski.
But when he ran
Yeah,
that thing, though, boy,
I don't give a damn how good you is running that ball. If you can't hold on to it, I
don't
can't
make no
use you.
difference.
I can't use you.
Yeah,
Don't
you
make
will
no
not be
difference.
on the field. That one thing they hate, boy. They'll take your ass on the field quick.
What?
Cause remember when Bijan fumbled, Arthur Smith took his ass off the field.
He was in there behind.
And that's the part I hate though. Bijan had actually got better at pass blocking. Why you didn't use these two backs together? That shit still
Well, they
baffles me,
did,
man.
Will. They did put him in a
Uh-huh.
lot of set. They did
Don't
do
keep
a lot
saying,
of
don't keep saying
two back
that,
set.
Blackberry. We can
But
go
they
back and look
did
at the
though.
film. We can go back and look at the film, bro. They did
Yeah,
not
we can
use
go
their
back and
two
look.
back sets enough. They did not
Okay, you
use the
say
two back sets
okay,
enough.
well say enough. Say they didn't use them enough for you. Because they
We know
did
they
use them.
used it. Okay, they used the what? They probably did 100 plays. They did three two back sets. Okay, they
Nah,
used
they
it.
did.
Come
They
on,
did
bro.
more than
They
three.
ain't,
They did more than
they did not use it enough.
out of 100, they did more than three. They probably
Hey, but
did
they
some.
ran that orbit
I was
motion
I
a
was being I
thousand
was being
fucking
a I was
times
being
though.
Yeah, they ran the
I
hell
was
out that
being a
orbit
guy.
ball.
I was being a goddamn asshole, motherfucker. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know
what
what
the
you're
hell I'm
saying.
saying.
Boy,
For
that
running
orbit
for
motion
keep
and
running
that
that damn stretch.
screen.
Oh,
Boy, that
rotate them. They
damn
had one
nine
time,
straight run
bro.
into a wide nine goddamn defense every goddamn
Bro.
time.
They
Like that
Yeah,
shit
had
was
they
pissing
had
me off
one game.
for Arthur Smith, bro. I'm
They,
like,
Zach
bro,
they
how
had
you
one
keep running
game.
this goddamn
Look, bro.
play? They
Zach
They
every
had
time
one
you
game
get
where
in this play,
Bijan was so
they
damn
know
tired.
exactly what you about to do.
Zach
Bro, they had one
Robinson
game where
did
Bijan was so damn tired he tried to tap himself out and niggas kept him in the game.
Yeah, because all they were running were orbit motions and screens.
but Zach Robinson, he's gonna pull out the playbook more this year.
But
And,
one
and,
thing
and
I will give Zach Robinson. When Pennis got on that field, I watched the whole playbook change. First thing we did was come in play action. First play of the game.
he said it this year too. He think he gonna give Pennis
That
more
ain't
playtime.
that ain't a good thing to say about your offensive coordinator. If you can't adjust to your player, that ain't a good thing to say about your offensive coordinator,
Nah, he
bro.
did. That's what
Nah,
I'm
they
saying. The
need to do
No,
something
Penix
about your
game, when
quarterback.
Penix went out there,
he
he
didn't adjust.
adjusted that
He
whole
said
playbook.
he was able to run his playbook with pennies in the game. That ain't good with you, bro. You ain't adjusting to your players. If you
Kirk,
knew Kirk Cousins wasn't your strong point, then ease the load on Kirk Cousins. Why are you still using him like he your strong point?
Because he
Hunter
was
He
lying
didn't
Brown,
do
about
that.
being hurt.
Well, we understand that. We know on TV that this motherfucker look hurt. Them coaches knew on the field that he looked hurt, bro.
I know they did. They had to. Because my daddy said it. We were watching one game. My dad was like, take him out the game. Because he said every time I see Kirk Cousins throw down the field, it's like he's squinting the throw.
yeah, he's
Yeah, the little
squirrel.
15-yard passing nigga squinting.
Hey, but I do got one question. Because I've been seeing this a lot. Do you think they gonna run that wide nine like they did up there in the Jets? Do you think they
No,
gonna implement some of that in our scheme?
no.
Everybody is using it now. If you go watch everybody defense, everybody using it. I don't think we're gonna use it a lot, but everybody's using it. That run, hell, even teams that's running a base 4-3 or 5-2 defense. Everybody's putting it in their game plan because they think that it's a good way to combat these quarterbacks that's able to elude the pocket and extend plays. But like Coach Unchained said the other night, you got to have some very athletic and very disciplined edge guys or outside linebackers that's gonna be able to play that wide nine technique. And you don't want to do it a lot. If you want to do it
Yeah,
in
that's gonna
third and
be.
long situations, was that
Yeah, that's gonna be able to catch that flat out there. That's gonna be able to be quick on the eye with that flat out there. They're gonna kill you. But it's
But
gonna look. Y'all need to look for a multiple defense this year. That's all y'all need to look for. It's gonna be multiple.
I mean, if you look back, last time Jeff Ulbrich was here, we was running wide nine with your boy Vic. So I mean, I don't see a situation where we wouldn't use it. I feel like that's one of the reasons why you got Divine Diablo. Because you talk about you need very disciplined guys on the outside. You definitely need very fast guys on the inside as far as that linebacker, somebody that
yeah,
cover that A and that B gap effectively.
yeah. Discipline is strong too. It ain't necessarily about speed out there. It's about being disciplined and being strong. Because if you fuck around and got bad technique out there and you take your eye off the ball a little bit, so to speak, and you get your ass blowed up out the play, somebody gonna blow your ass up to that sideline or they gonna blow your ass up into the turf. And it's probably gonna be a pulling guard.
Yep.
Boom. They're gonna be like, boom.
I think we finally got the team to. Because one thing that I did notice that Raheem wants to do is stop them running quarterbacks. That one thing that I hated about Arthur Smith, he let what's the name come in off the NASA plane, off the NASA spaceship, and eat us alive with his running out the
Oh,
backfield.
Dobbs.
Hey, hold up. That wasn't on Arthur Smith. Cause we was in the backfield. We just couldn't wrap that motherfucker. We missed so many tackles that year.
Hey,
We
Reed,
couldn't wrap that
where you say he
motherfucker up.
come from? Where you say he come from?
Somebody hit NASCAR.
That NASA spaceship, I'm talking about I ain't been off the plane 24 hours. Car died defense all the way the fuck up.
And then that
Yeah.
boom.
And the crazy part about it, he was running to the same side. He never ran to the left side. He always ran to the right. And I'm looking at the screen like, okay, he finna take off to the right again. Boom, miss a tackle. He finna take off to the right again. Boom, miss a tackle.
That's what it was. The missing tackle. If they could have took anything from Dan Quinn, they should have did that rub the defense tackling. They had learned how to fucking tackle.
But that's the ideal for that wide nine, y'all. They want to be able to contain these quarterbacks from being able to get out their pocket and extend them play. They want them to have to think a little bit more when they swing out when they run out their pocket. But you got to have some very disciplined head guys, and you still got to have some DT that can push that pocket too.
Is that how do y'all feel about our DT room when it comes to size? Because that's like my only knock on our defense is I think we need a little bit more size.
What?
I think Contavious Street is a big ass. I think Rupert Romero over 300 now is a big ass. I think
Lavelle.
Dollars over 300 now is a big ass.
Lavelle.
LaKale London.
Yeah,
Lakel London. Him too. They got size, man, but they also got them guys can move too now. Romero, Dollars, and LaKale London, they can move to be as big as they are. They can move.
Hey, because that was my thing. I liked the LaKale London coming out last year, but I know they knew if they put him on the practice. See, Terry's sneaky, too. That's why I do like Terry. Terry said, I ain't even put you on the practice squad. If I put you on the practice squad, you ain't going to last. I'm going to put your ass on IR like you injured, and we finna show you how to build up weight plus move with the weight.
Yeah, it's a very good development tactic that I didn't think of that shit until I seen Terry doing it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when it comes to the defensive tackles, and I was saying this before the draft, I didn't think that we would go and not drafting anybody. But I feel like in today's NFL, like defensive, unless you get like a dancing bear in the first or second round, you can literally just get somebody undrafted, especially as much as people run.
Yeah, but this draft though, low. It was some DT with whole slapping tendencies in that first round. Derek Harmer.
They had some dogs.
Man,
Derek Harmer definitely a dancing bell.
They had some dogs, bro. They had some dogs.
You don't like Derek Harmer or King Richard?
No, I said he definitely a dancing bell, like Big Low said.
Oh, okay.
Now that's why I wanted Harmon, because Harmon played next to Dorless.
Yep.
Yeah. But hey man, I mean, hey, listen. I think we got a hell of a chance to be the best team in the NFC South. Before we head out, I just want everybody to give me their take on the topic. Give me a quick take on the topic. Are they the best team in the South? If you think so, tell me why. If it's TBD, like Big Will say, tell me why. Big Will, since you already gave yours, we'll go to whoever want to hop on that first. Are we the best team in the South?
I say they are, because not just on paper, I just see that the way our coaching staff is talking, they already got an idea of how we're going to be anyway. And I think we are going to win the division this year, not because of the offense, going to be because of the defense. And we will go to the playoffs, but it's all up to when we get the playoffs how Coach Raheem handled the playoffs. And if he handled it like he did during the regular season, we'll go far. Other than that, besides injuries and stuff like that, they're gonna have a good team this year.
I'll go. I think we are, because we really put the league on notice during this draft. The only thing we really was missing was edge rushers per se. But then to shore up your secondary with two to three ball hawks, it's just, I can see the direction, because even like Jerry Gray said, he even said the secondary is the core of the defense now. So I just think once we get that line straight, we'll be all right. Because one thing I've noticed, nobody's talking about our offense. I think our offense is going to be the sleepers this year. I haven't heard nobody talk about our offense all throughout the media. They just talking about our defense.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm still I got to stay on the field. If I keep staying on the field, I can feel like we really don't.
Hey, I guarantee y'all one thing: the offense ain't finna be sleeping on nobody. Ain't nobody sleeping on the offense. I guarantee you that. They will talk about defense because that's what we focused on. We focused the whole draft on the fucking defense. That's why they were talking about the defense so much. But ain't nobody forgot about the offense. I promise you that.
What you saying?
Yeah, they is talking about pennies a lot.
Yeah, I think, man. I think we'll definitely win the NFC South. You know, I don't know if anybody else had a chance to watch the NFC South roundtable.
I did.
Went out low.
Yeah, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but you know, to a certain, I talk trash and everything with everybody, but to a certain extent, I'm one of those we can show you better than we can tell you kind of people. So after we kick, the Saints, the Panthers, Tampa Bay, in between the washing machine and the dryer, best believe I'm gonna have that 5 for them.
I'm gonna say I didn't know of your talent, Big Low. You got some penmanship.
What'd
Some penmanship. You got some penmanship over there, I see.
Yeah. He talking about that flow.
Man, I've
Talking
been
about them bars.
look here, boy.
Talking about them bars.
Boy, look at here. I've been spitting like I got a mouth full of sunflower seeds for the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you
why he the
spit like a
leader of
truck
Southern
driver
Silk.
over there, goddamn it. You spit like a
Bars.
truck driver now.
That's why he the leader of Southern Silk now. Don't tell Uncle Steve I said that.
Hey, Deshaun Caldwell, you got Deshaun Caldwell right here too, King Richie.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, country silk.
Country Silk.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. First of all, before I give my take, it's a blessing to be able to have all these good fellas, man, on the string. Don't know you from Sunday to the next day. But I know that from conversation, y'all some solid guys. Just don't be out here. You know what? Let me put this down like this right here. Let me put this down like this. The energy you give out will be reciprocated by the universe.
Word.
It's
Word.
gonna give you that energy back. And if listen, everybody know I'm a shit talker. I talk cash money shit. And I stand on everything I talk shit about. But it comes from a place of competitiveness, sportsmanship, and respect at the end of the day.
That's it.
So when I give out that energy, I know I'm gonna get it back. That's why I know I get the big wheels to come on with me, and the Coach Unchains, and the King Riches, and the Deshaun Caldwells, and the Larrys, and the Big Lows. I know that's why I get that. The Zay in the bags when they hear, et cetera, et cetera. You give out the energy, you're gonna get that energy back. So I want people to think about the point I was making earlier about our boy Raheem Morris. Raheem, yeah. In 2024, we wanted to kick his ass.
Mr. Capri.
And with the capris on. And well deservedly. He deserved for everybody to have that sentiment towards him. But I'd be foolish not to use history as my tool and know that in year 2, especially with the Falcons, these coaches usually figure something out. In year 2, we usually a team to be reckoned with under a head coach. And then I look at the talent and I say it ain't no way on paper that this offense right here ain't finna be whooping your ass up and down the field with that young bull, Michael Penix Jr. at the helm. It ain't no goddamn way. You trying to tell me a Michael Penix Jr. with all his confidence and his arm power and strength and accuracy and his ability to call on pressure with London, who we bull and the damn always playing with do we need to give him adjectives?
You sound like Rich Ray over there. You cutting up.
Okay, I thought that was my phone. That you breaking up, Blakberry.
Yeah, sound like Rich Ray over there. You cutting up.
That me, I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
Somebody finish my soliloquy for me. Pick up where I left off it. Pick it up, Big Will. Finish my soliloquy. Hello?
These teams
Hold on, where the hell you going?
I'm right in the middle of a
Go ahead. We can hear you. We can hear you now. Go ahead. Sit up.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm on 138 coming out of Athens. Y'all know what that like.
Oh,
all
yeah.
Right, so, I mean, out of Monroe. So, like I was saying, man, with all that uber talent around Michael Penix Jr. on this offense, you trying to tell me that ain't an offense that's going to be whooping your ass all season long? If the young fella stay poised like we know him to be, with the arm talent and with the right confidence, which he has, You got a dog in Drake London. He a pit bull. Bijan Robinson. No adjectives needed. Tyler Algier. No adjectives needed. They game speak for itself. Hell, I'm passing the billboard right now on 138 with this some bitch looking like a damn Greek model on the damn board. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, that what I was saying. Wait, that ain't who I'm worried about. I ain't worried about this young talent we got. I'm worried about that offensive coordinator. Is he gonna be consistent this year? That's the
Got
only thing
Darnell,
I'm worried about.
yeah, got Darnell Mooney always playing with a chip on his shoulder. And you got an offensive line that has done nothing but prove to us time and time again that they here to withstand. They here to withstand the with time. They here to withstand anything that you can throw at them. Why? Why do a fan base have to be afraid to go out on a limb and say, we the best team in the NFC South? Fuck with us. I'm not afraid to do it. Nope. I'm not scared. I'm telling you right now, from what I see with this Falcon team, y'all ain't fucking with us in the South, man. You're not. Temple, you had your good run. You got lucky a few of them years you got lucky, and you won the NFC South because everybody else was just bad. That shit have a legitimate, bona fide threat in the NFC South with these Falcons. And it ain't gonna just be in 2025.
Shit, Tampa might can't get past the Panthers this year.
Say that. Tampa might be a better team than Tampa this year.
Because I see Tampa taking a step back.
It's just a matter of time for that other shoe drop with Baker.
Nah, it just, with a new offensive coordinator, every team usually take a step back for a year.
Yeah. So you got to take all these things into account. What's the state of the other teams in the South? New Orleans, you might as well. New Orleans,
even New Orleans own fan doing a disc tape on their own team. That's it from the hill.
Even their own fans making diss tracks of their damn team. It's pathetic. They gonna be weighing. They gonna reopen a damn Cold Foods. That's so they can go get paper bags to put on their heads. That's what they about to do in New Orleans.
And Big Low Show, we'll get him a C. A C. Big Q, you need to sit down somewhere. That's why I thought Big Q on that dating show, and he couldn't get a date. I said, they can't win, and they can't get a woman. Lord have mercy.
There you go again, y'all. There go this shit again.
Talking about the women.
My boy. He talking about the women. Little cat daddy right there, boy. Hey, man. Listen, man, I appreciate my pounder, man, for coming on. Everybody that came and showed Lord Georgia Texas, boy. He popped in earlier, but he probably had to hit the road. Appreciate everybody that came on, man. If you came in the chat show, Lord, appreciate you for showing love. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the relaunch of HomeTeamFish.com. I'm gonna say it every week until it relaunch. So if you get tired of me saying it, that's on purpose. That's by design. I want it embedded in your damn brain when I launch that motherfucking website. Everybody get your damn cards ready to go get the swiping and a damn buying. I want you buying this shit. This shit finna be some A1 shit. Shout out to A137 Salt, by the way. Hey, man, appreciate everybody for coming through. If you don't know already, the Atlanta Falcon Nation Red and Black event has been canceled. But Maggie T, she is going to announce where we'll all be linking up at and doing like a little gathering or whatever, so to speak. It ain't gonna be an event, but she is gonna keep everybody posted on what we're gonna link up at. Everybody can come and carpe diem with us and parlay on all that good shit. And You can
Look at
meet
the
the
name.
AFN family and the crew and all that. So with that being said, appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all know how we do over here. It's the home team and nothing but the home team, baby. Catch us on the flip side. Oh, wait a minute. See, I almost forgot. Got to play the outro. Tune. Appreciate y'all coming through. Catch us on the flip side, home team.
Hey.
Star slip bought the South. Watch a tone Mercedes Benz lit. This the South is strong. B-Day Kings back to back like a boss 7. Try to run it, but the dog's too strong. Hard hitting bars like a Grady blitz. Every fact straight fire, every line gon' hit. ATL made me this city's my heart. Step up, talk sports or get torn apart. Home team. Home team. Fans got that chop to the chip with a flex. Hawks in the cut, ice cold like a tag. A-Town legend, I debate with the best. Come week with the takes, get laid to rest. Home team.